Hey everyone! Today I've got your Nine Lives movie review. A man turns into a cat. Enough said. As far as the story goes, this movie is basically the cat version with the similar story to another movie about a human turning into an animal known as the Shaggy Dog. And this one is a movie starring Kevin Spacey, who turns into a cat. I feel like because right off the bat you're not getting a completely original story, or at least not an original concept, you already know that some similar situations are going to happen in this movie, and it might not play out exactly how you wanted it to. And I just was not a huge fan of this movie. I heard a lot of bad things about it from a lot of my friends who had seen this movie, and I knew it took me a while to see it, but maybe it was because I was, a scaredy cat to go see this movie. When I did, I just was not impressed with it at all, even though I'm a huge fan of cats. I love them, I have some, and I just did not feel like this movie did the story justice, and I just couldn't really wrap my head around really caring a lot about what was going on in this movie. Like I said, you've got Kevin Spacey, who is in the lead. He plays this businessman who I guess is this big boss to a lot of people. You might love him, you might hate him, and he might have his priorities elsewhere, so he might become a disappointment to some people. So then he unfortunately runs into this guy that, one thing leads to another, and he gets turned into a cat. He would have given his daughter for her birthday, but I guess it's just his way of getting closer to her, and it seemed really cute, but I felt like this was a huge blow for him in this movie. Seeing him in a role like this that's really different from other movies and roles that I've seen him in the past, and I don't know, I didn't like how downgraded it was, how simplistic it was, and just how horrible the whole outcome was. Even though, it would be cute if the cat was actually doing stuff that I don't already see from a cat, but this was just too zany and weird, and even the other actors didn't really impress me as much, like Jennifer Garner, who plays his second wife, and, they're the ones that have the one daughter, and then he has a son in Robbie Amell, who he, didn't treat as kindly, or he doesn't have a completely good relationship with him. It's more like a business relationship. Christopher Walken is in this movie, and his character reminded me of his character from Click, starring Adam Sandler, and how he's the one that makes something happen. All of a sudden he becomes the cat whisperer, and it's just really weird and silly, and it's just really not surprising to see that the acting just really felt half-assed. The things that I liked about this movie, yes, like I said, there were a lot of cute cat moments in here. Of course, who couldn't resist watching the cat play and being really cute and doing all these silly things, though it just, it felt a little bit too overshadowed by most of the stupid moments that happened with the cat, but there were some room for laughs. And yes, I will admit I did laugh a few times watching this movie. So this is a bad love review contender because I feel like this is one of the worst movies of the year. It really didn't impress me as much. I didn't really feel like this was a movie that should have been made, because I feel like most of the time, every moment that I watched in here really did feel like a waste of time to watch. Unfortunately, the things that I didn't really like about this movie, right off the bat, I see some poor CGI, and even throughout the movie, there's some poor CGI. And then you've got these mostly stupid jokes being said by the cast, and it's just really unfunny. I just didn't feel like this was a movie that served its purpose to watch. So overall, I would say that Nine Lives really didn't impress me. I just hated it from beginning to end, minus those few scenes that I feel like, really, it doesn't matter if I liked any part of this movie because it really was just terrible. So I don't think I could see myself recommending this movie, even if you are a cat person or a cat lover. So I would give this 1.5 hearts on the heart rate scale. So let me know in the comments what you guys thought of 9 Lives. And as always, you guys can subscribe to my channel. I've got more movie reviews, movie updates coming every week for a Child Thursday video. You guys can also like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you guys later.